So in this episode today, we're going to be polishing up the bodywork, making that look nice and shiny, and we're also going to be sanding down the filler on the front bumper and hopefully getting that painted as well. So let's crack on with the polishing. I will show you a little bit of that first, and then we'll just skip through it to the next one of the jobs. So the whole car has been painted. It may not look it now, but it has been flatted back to get rid of a lot, if not all, of the orange peel and a few bits of dust that I got in it. What I have done, let me show you over here. I have given the roof one quick going over, and as you can see, that is pretty good. There's still a few little scratch marks in there that I need to get rid of, but if we use some of the finer polish, we should be able to get rid of all of those. As you can see, all the way down to there is where I have polished to at the moment. I've also done the passenger side rear quarter. Again, this does need another going over because you can see some light scratches in it there. And on the roof, again, this side it has been done. We do need to go over that again. But yeah, it is looking pretty fine. So this is one of the wings, and that is the finish out of the gun. It's not too bad, but I myself don't like orange peel. All that would need would be a good polish, and that would be pretty much good to go. But I am going to be flattening this back as well before I fit it to the car. Also done the wing mirrors. Once I've finished prepping the painted part, I'm going to have to take the masking tape off and paint the black part. And one towing eye cover. So as you can see, behind the scenes, I have been quite busy. We're now sort of in the final stages on the body. I don't think there's any parts I'm going to have to repaint. There may be a few areas I need to cut back a little bit more on the bottom of the doors and stuff like that. But pretty pleased with that, to be honest. You know, couldn't ask for it to have gone any better. So what's happening in this episode now? I'm going to be polishing the rest of the car and hopefully putting a few bits back on. So here's a little bit of a montage of me polishing the car and putting a few bits back on. As you can see, the bodywork is as dull as anything. There's very little orange peel. There's a few little bits here and a little bit there, but by the time you've polished them up, you're never ever going to see them. So chuck a little bit of compound on that. Mix the compound round a bit. Make sure it's not too high. Now using a clean rag. So you can see scratches be gone. It does need a little bit more polishing, so let's give that another going over. There we go, I can now see my reflection in that. Scratches be gone, and it is nice, clean, scratch-free bodywork. Now been polishing just the bonnet for about, let's have a look at the time, for probably just over an hour and 10 minutes. And this is the result. It does still need more work, so bear with me. See, that's the bonnet. If you look close there, you can still see scratches. It's pretty much the same in just a few spots where I need to pass it some more around here, up these awkward bits here. So I'd probably say this bonnet needs about another 2 passes, so that could be anything sort of up to 2 more hours of polishing. That's just the bonnet. So the rest of the car is probably going to take me about another day and a half to polish. If you think you've got the wings, the bumpers, the roof's an awkward one to get to because you've got to reach over and it hurts your back. So when people moan about how much a respray costs for a good respray, they go, oh, £3,000, £5,000. It's the amount of work that goes into it. I mean, I've been on this car now, just the bodywork side of things, for getting on for 2 weeks now, and it's still nowhere near finished. So yeah, repaints are expensive if you want a good job. If you're paying somebody 800 quid to do a respray, you're not going to get a very good respray. So that is sort of the level of detail that has to go into something that looks that good, and it's not even finished. So it's now a few weeks later. It's probably 4 or 5 weeks later since I started filming this last segment in the video. I've been waiting for the exhaust to come, but while I've been waiting for that to come, I have put some bits back on the car. I've put the wings on, I've put the wing mirrors on, and a few other bits and bobs. So today I'm going to be fitting the exhaust and bleeding the brakes again, and probably a few other bits and bobs, but not too much more in this episode. We are nearing completion now, so I don't really want to show you too much of the bodywork. I just want to show you it all in the final episode in a few weeks' time, all finished, polished up and nice. So let's crack on doing the exhaust and move on to a few other jobs. Right, it seems okay. It is an Ismath exhaust, however you would like to say it. Quality seems pretty good. We've got the fitting kit that goes with it. The chrome tailpipe seems to be in one piece, but unfortunately we have had a little bit of damage on the end here. But luckily we can just tap that back into shape and we'll get a perfect seal again. So let's get the car even more up in the air and we shall start fitting it. Right, 1 clamp, 3 rubbers. Should we do this? Right, as access is going to be quite tight, I'm going to fit these on first. Right, so let's get it on the axle stand jack thing, gearbox jack. Maybe not doing that quite yet. I've got to repair that. No, I can do that afterwards because I'm going to have to, there's a hole in the body there where the nut's been pulled out. So, right, get this up first. Still got to repair this up here because it's falling down, but I will do that while the exhaust's on the car. Just enough room to poke a bolt through there. See if this will fit over this bent pipe okay. I'm pretty sure it will. So we're all done now, nothing too stressful really. Even that dent didn't cause any problems, that went straight on without any problems at all. I've just made sure that the clamps are sort of angled away from the road as much as possible so we don't catch on any speed humps. I can't put them all the way around because I think it would catch all up there, so normally to the side is plenty. It gives you lots of room for movement. So the last thing I've got to do, I'll do it off camera, is just repair this heat shield at the back here, give it somewhere better to secure against. I've refitted a lot of the body panels. Still need to sort out the headlights and polish a lot of the car still. Wing mirrors are done. Still need to polish all this side still. Fuel cap is now back from being repolished, so that needs refitting as well. But I'm going to get that polished first. Rear bumper is fitted, although looking rather grimy. I am a bit peed off because when I was refitting the bumper, I have caught the bottom of the wing there, so I'm going to have to do a repair on that there. But you know, it happens, unfortunately. We have got new tyres fitted to the vehicle. We have refitted the seals, which are all along here. Wing mirrors refitted on this side. So what's left to do, I've got to refit the front bumper. That is actually there on the trestle waiting to be refitted now. I've got to do the headlights, give the interior a very good clean because it's rather dirty. Refurbish the front badge, which I've started doing here. I've put some primer on it and covered up the chrome. What else? Yeah, still needs a really good polish all over. There's still quite a few flat spots, so we're getting there with it. So hopefully this is going to be the penultimate video on it, and next week it's going to be, in the next few weeks, it's going to be all finished. So I'm going to bolt everything back on, give it a good polish, and then we are pretty much good to go, I'm hoping. Yeah, I've got to repair that rear quarter. So there we go, we shall leave that one here. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because I've looked at my stats again this morning. I've gone from 81% being unsubscribed to 71% being unsubscribed of my viewers. So we are making a little bit of a dent in it. So please hit that button for me. And don't forget to give it a like as well. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.